6 tracking two major breaking stories. A packed Amtrak train slams into a car on the east side, and hundreds expected to attend a Black Lives Matters rally in Indy in the wake of deadly violence across the country. But first, we are beginning with that Amtrak train colliding with a car, critically injuring the driver of the vehicle. A 3-year-old girl was in that car. She is going to be okay. Now, investigators also telling us none of the 130 people on board the train were hurt when the crash happened near East Burgess Avenue and South Ritter on the east side. Witnesses say the train honked its horn, but the woman in the car pulled onto the tracks and her car was hit. She is in critical condition. As we mentioned, the 3-year-old girl was a passenger in that car. She is in good condition. The Amtrak train was en route from New York to Chicago. We're going to continue to follow this story. You can look for updates on the RTV6 app. Hope prevailing over violence in Dallas just 2 days after a sniper ambushed and killed 5 police officers. The mayor of Dallas visiting a rapidly growing memorial for those 5 officers brutally gunned down by a lone sniper on Thursday night. And there is still a lot left into this investigation. Police are working to learn more about the sniper, 25-year-old Micah Johnson, who gunned down police officers, killing 5 and injuring 7 others. K-9 officers, they are currently in downtown Dallas. They are working to find shell casings, which hopefully lead back to where the gun was registered and purchased. Dallas Mayor Mike Rawlings saying the focus is now on the city healing from this tragedy. He's also calling on everyone across the country to make a change in the wake of the high-profile violence in several cities. And today, President Obama addressing the ambush in Dallas and the deadly police shootings in Minnesota and Louisiana. During a NATO summit in Poland, the president sharing his opinion on what he thinks part of the problem is. President Obama is cutting his trip to Poland short. He is coming back to the U.S. early to visit Dallas. That is happening next week. And more breaking news now. Hundreds are expected to attend a Black Lives Matter rally at the State House in response to the recent police violence and that shooting in Dallas. RTV6's Liz Adiola at the State House tonight, where demonstrators will soon be gathering. Liz, thank you so much. After a violent week across the country, community members right here in the Circle City, they're joining together to spread a message of love and unity. Around 50 people got on their bikes this morning to ride through Butler, Tarkington, Crown Hill, and the United Northwest area. All neighborhoods fighting to keep crime at bay. Local law enforcement officers, you can see them pedaling alongside the pack. The ride organized by the anti-violence group 10 Point Coalition, saying it's important to show solidarity with police, especially right now. An Indianapolis couple set to renew their wedding vows today while vacationing in Florida. They lost their home in an early morning fire. Crews arriving on scene just after 6 a.m. to find the house engulfed in flames. Luckily, no one inside because the roof of that house caved in. Firefighters did their best to save the family pets. They managed to pull one cat out to safety. Unfortunately, the other 3 died. A relative nearby watching on in horror as his family member's house burned down. Investigators don't know yet what caused the fire. Damage is estimated to be around $200,000. Coming up, check your Mega Millions ticket because you could be sitting on the big one, the winning ticket fund right here in Indiana. We're going to tell you when, where, and how much the payout is after the break. Plus, Fire Station 1 is getting a new name. Coming up, a look at the first black fire chief in Indianapolis and how the city is honoring his memory.
6.
Now at 11, a call for change. Thousands gather downtown for a Black Lives Matter rally in response to the deadly police shootings in Minnesota and Louisiana and the massacre on police officers in Dallas. RTV6's Liz Adiola covering the Black Lives Matter rally in Indy all evening. Liz, what message are protesters sending out to everyone tonight? All right, this is important. Check your Mega Millions ticket. The lone winning ticket for the $540 million jackpot sold right here in Indiana in Wayne County. The Hoosier Lottery saying the ticket was sold at a Speedway station in Cambridge City just off of I-70 on State Highway 1. It was the only ticket in the entire country to match all 6 numbers, 8, 19, 20, 55, and 73. The Mega Ball was 5. The winner can also opt out for an immediate cash lump sum of $380 million. No one has come forward yet to claim this massive prize. I wish it was me.
Last weekend, it was challenging to get in those outdoor activities, but today really tried to make up for it.
I'm sorry, I'm still on $540 million from that Mega Millions ticket.
It's not your ticket, I take it.
It's not my ticket.
As you're here right now.
Unfortunately.
All right. Yeah, mine either. But yeah, check those numbers. Check out these numbers.
Big break for Metro Police tonight. Officers making an arrest in a 10-month-long homicide investigation. IMPD officers say they arrested 21-year-old Kaiwan Julius in connection to the murder of 36-year-old Dennis Vaughn. The shooting happened September 30th of last year in the 1900 block of Centennial Street, just a few blocks away from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Right now, police are trying to find a killer after a deadly double shooting on the west side. The shooting leaving 1 man dead and another hurt in the 400 block of North Exeter Avenue just before 11 last night. 4 children and 2 women were also inside the home, but they were not hurt. A fire severely damaging a home on the city's southeast side, killing several family pets. All of this while the couple who owned the home, they were in Florida today renewing their wedding vows. No one inside the house at the time, which is a good thing because as you can see, the roof actually caved in. Firefighters did their best to save the family pets. They managed to pull 1 cat out to safety, but 3 others died. The damage is estimated to be around $200,000. No word on the cause of that fire. And tonight, people are being evacuated from homes near Denver because of a growing wildfire there. Mandatory evacuations are now underway in Boulder County. The fire has burned at least 100 acres so far. It's one of 3 wildfires that firefighters are trying to put out in the Denver area. The first black fire chief in Indianapolis receiving a special tribute today as Fire Station 1 is renamed in his honor. Chief Joseph D. Kimbrough passed away last July, but in 1987, he became the first black fire chief in the city. Hired in 1955, Kimbrough faced racism, but he persevered to also become a firefighter of the year before running Station 1. Station 1 was historically the only station African Americans were allowed to go to during the years of segregation. 2 people are in the hospital after a crash that shuts down part of I-65 for hours. A look at what happened and the victims' conditions tonight. Plus, Antiques Roadshow made its way to the Circle City today. If you were there, you could soon be on national TV. The type of items Hoosiers brought in and when they'll be in the spotlight. That's next.